In Kakariko Village in Echoes of Wisdom, there is a very unique side quest that you can go through where you have to collect different chickens or cuckoos to get a reward. This reward is very helpful throughout the game, so I'm going to take you through all the steps of this side quest. Let's get into it. To start this side quest, make your way to Kakariko Village, of course, which is going to be on the western edge of the entire Hyrule map for Echoes of Wisdom. Don't worry, it's going to be very easy to find the person for this particular side quest because they are going to be right in front of what looks like a pen, which, as you could probably guess by the actual side quest title, is going to be used for housing chickens. Talk to the lady that has a speech bubble above her head and she will give you the side quest, Cuckoos on the Loose. All you have to do at this point is find every single one of the cuckoos that is around the village, and don't worry, they're not that difficult to find outside of one if you don't look closely. Now, most of these cuckoos can be found very close by to the actual pen and where you actually started this side quest. As you see, just below the pen where you started this side quest is going to be your very first bird. Another very easy one is going to be to the right of the pen, right next to the well that has a covering on it, which you can move, by the way. Next closest bird is going to be just above the pen, just above that little pen house that you're looking at, right next to all the gravestones, so you can easily just throw it down the hill back into the pen. The fourth bird could be found just south of the pen, right at the village entrance. Probably you first walked into Kakariko Village. It's also right near the fast travel point, so it makes it another easy one to find. Now, the fifth and final bird is actually going to be the trickiest one to get to and get back to the pen. All you have to do is go to the top right of the village where you're going to run into a windmill. On top of this windmill is where you're going to actually find the bird. Now, the tricky part of actually getting up this windmill is that if you're doing this early on in the game, you may not have enough echo stars or echo triangles to actually get on top of this windmill. If that is the case and you're doing this very early on in the game, I recommend you use one of the spiders, attach to the spider, and then follow the spider, which will then immediately just crawl right over top of the windmill, right next to the bird that you're trying to get in touch with. Now, if you have the water block echo, I recommend you just use that because that's much faster than using the spider. Anyway, when you get on top of this windmill, all you have to do is get it back to the pen. Since this is the last bird you need to put back in the pen. Of course, once you have turned in all 5 of these birds, you will complete the side quest and get your reward from the lady that's been trying to get these birds back. Now, the very useful reward that I was talking about at the beginning of this video that you get for completing this side quest is a fairy bottle. If you don't know, there are only 4 fairy bottles throughout this entire game, and anytime you have an empty one and run over a fairy, it automatically goes inside of this bottle, which is very helpful, especially at the end of some of the dungeons if you're having a hard time with some bosses. It's a very easy, very short side quest, and you can do it right at the beginning of the game as soon as you are able to explore all of Hyrule. So I definitely recommend you go and do this because, again, it's a very easy side quest with a fantastic reward. So I hope you guys found this very quick walkthrough guide helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below for me so I know that you did find it helpful. I'm going to have an entire fairy bottle location guide coming out very soon, so make sure to check that out down below in the description. Once again, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll catch you on the next video.